Welcome to this week's edition of Weekly Digest, your front row seat to the policies, programs, and people shaping Guyana's development journey. Each week, we go beyond the headlines to follow ministers of government as they implement the administration's agenda, one step, one story, and one community at a time. A new chapter has begun for families in Tushan, East Bank, Essequibo. On Wednesday, Minister of Education Priyamanik Chan officially opened the doors to the Early Learners Nursery, a $51 million investment in the future of Guyana's children. Just months ago in April 2025, this school welcomed 40 little learners. Today, that number has more than doubled with 90 children now enrolled, a powerful sign of the growing confidence parents have in the public education system. The bright classrooms and nurturing environment stand as a testament to the government's promise that every child, no matter where they live, deserves the best possible education. Meanwhile, in Region 1, Ministers Colin Crowell and Vikram Bharat met with residents and miners in Baramita and Matthews Ridge. At Baramita, the team handed over solar lights and engines to support safer and more productive mining operations, bringing meaningful support to hinterland communities. Minister Crowell was also at the Guyana National Stadium in Providence, where preparations are in full swing for the International Building Expo, set for August 14th to 17th. He expressed satisfaction with the setup for what is expected to be a landmark event for Guyana's housing and construction sectors. This year's expo will place special focus on sustainability and biodiversity, building on Guyana's recent role in hosting the Global Biodiversity Alliance Summit. In a major step toward agricultural revitalization, Guyana and the Dominican Republic has signed a historic agreement to begin large-scale coffee and cocoa cultivation in Region 1. The initiative will see 200 acres each of cocoa and coffee developed, creating jobs for nearly 3,000 people and boosting rural livelihoods and regional trade. At full production, cocoa yields are expected to reach up to 8,000 metric tons. This move supports President Irfan Ali's broader vision to restore Region 1 as a leading hub for coffee and cocoa production. Following President Dr. Irfan Ali's community engagement at Coverden, Minister Deodat Indar led a site visit to the ongoing Good Success to Mary Road project, where several matters were addressed. The minister issued a number of directives to the contractor, supervisory consultant, and engineers attached to the Ministry of Public Works to remedy concerns raised by residents. The Unleash Ability Summit was held on Tuesday at the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center. It brought together key stakeholders within government agencies, the private sector, and international partners to commit to core principles of engaging people living with disabilities. This was a collaborative effort by the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security, Ministry of Health, and UNICEF. Their stakeholders engaged adults and children living with disabilities.
When we meet again, we should be able to come here with figures and facts to show how this has been achieved. Through the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security, we have done many transformational initiatives to improve the lives of persons living with disabilities.
This summit brings to the forefront the importance of acknowledging persons living with disabilities, celebrating their strengths and accomplishments while listening to their challenges so that policies can be crafted to build a more inclusive society for all. Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce Oni Jualran delivered remarks at Monday's award ceremony for the 59th Snap and Cheer competition. She praised participants for helping to spotlight Destination Guyana, noting that this year's competition saw over 1,600 entries, racking up more than 16.8 million views and nearly 400,000 engagements online. Now in its fifth year, Snap and Cheer continues to grow in reach and impact, bringing together both amateur and professional photographers to celebrate Guyana's natural beauty and cultural heritage. And that's just a snapshot of how the week unfolded, one step at a time, one community at a time, but many stories continue to be written. That's it for this edition. We'll see you next week with more stories from the heart of government.